Hello everyone, we've got a really great route into the town of Battle today, but before we do that, can I just remind you that it would be great if you could subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. So this is where we are. We're in a little village called Catsfield, just on the south coast of Sussex, really between Eastbourne and Bexhill. And here's the route that we're actually going to take. So it's a nice little route, a circle of about 16 miles, so it's quite short. There's some major road in the northern section and some quiet, gentle roads in the southern part. And the town of Battle is there in the top right that you can see. It's got lots to see. It's also got some straight road. Those of you that are roadies will enjoy the fact that it's fairly straight road the whole time. So here we go. We're leaving Catsfield. That first little dog leg you don't have to worry about. And then we come out, we go round through the villages, and then we hit Battle here. Battle's a long, thin village, and then we turn round through sort of past Ashburnham, where there's a big conference centre, round through a little village called Ninfield, I think it is, and then back into Catsfield, and then back home. So 16 pretty easy miles, very little climbing. You can knock it out quite quickly in about an hour. Let's look at the road surface. So the road surface here on this road that we're starting on is actually pretty good. Now there are occasional bits and pieces, and the part of the problem is that there's sticks and stones in the road. We'd had a lot of storms, which is perfectly usual for us when we go away on holiday, it seems. But we follow out, and you can see it's pretty free from potholes as long as you stay away from the left-hand edge. But there are cars coming down these little narrow roads. So now we're sort of heading out really towards the outskirts of Battle. And there's not much, but we're still down the back roads. Now we join the main road here, and you can see it's not a particularly huge road, and we're following past some farms. It's single track, so again that helps to slow the traffic down. And we're ascending this long hill. It's really the main hill that you're going to beat, and you can see that in the synoptic chart at the bottom, or whatever it's called. So we're now in the village of Crowhurst, and Crowhurst is a very smart little village, well kept, quite nicely on its own, and we're going to work our way through that. And you can see, as is normal for our rides, that the rain has started to pour, so that's normal for us, but you'll find this part of Sussex is actually relatively dry. But we're still climbing until we get to the top up here, and then we're almost going to descend in towards Battle. So come around the corner. Again, it's still fairly quiet, but as you can see there's a lot going on at this point, and we're now ascending another little bit of hill, that last little bit, till we get to the top, and then we're going to hit a junction, and I think we've got a left turn coming up fairly soon. Okay, past the big houses, and we're now going to turn left towards the little village of Telham. So now we're now on the main road, and we follow our way through here. As you can see, the traffic's bad, but this was our first day when we'd first arrived there, and we thought we'd get a quick ride in, so it was about 3-4 o'clock. So we hit the school traffic and then all the other bits and pieces. But here we are into the village of Battle, or the town of Battle, and it's a very pretty village actually. There's plenty to see. There's a really lovely church to go and visit. But here is the town centre, and we can see we've got the castle here, and a big square in front of it. It's a great place to stop, have a coffee or something like that, stop and chat with others. So if you want to include this as part of a bigger ride, then that certainly fits in. So here's the town of Battle, and what you want to try and do is to get out onto the North Trade Road as we're heading through. So you do need to take a left turn, and it's quite a nasty little roundabout really, so we need to work our way through that, and you'll see that where the position 2 is, it's the nasty roundabout. So we just stopped for a while, and then we're going back onto the road, heading up towards that nasty roundabout onto the North Trade Road. So here it is, and we stopped there, waited for a big mass of traffic, because there'd been a traffic set of temporary traffic lights further out. And now we head out on this road. Now it's got a few parked cars as well as bumpy bits and missing bits of tarmac, so do watch out for that. You can see some big holes there in that section falling apart, and we found it quite bumpy. So we're going past building works, schools, traffic jams because of road up. It was not the prettiest bit, just on the outskirts of Battle. But as we work our way out, the road gets longer and straighter, and we can now start heading down the slope, and we descend quite nicely past this pub on the left. And I think the rain's getting heavier at this point, and it was feeling a little bit grim, and it was also getting a bit dark. Tell that by the picture quality goes down. Sorry about how shaky it is, but I hadn't tightened the camera up very well. So as we now start to descend out of Battle, we've got this long road that leads up, and we've got the Ashburnham estate on our right hand side, and it's a really, really long bit of road this, and it's quite fast. So for those of you that like road cycling, you'll particularly enjoy this road. It's heading straight into the sun, and this is Ashburnham fields and farms on our right hand side, and it's very fast and pretty smooth and a bit of fun really on this journey. So we're going to in a second turn left to Ninfield. Here we go. So we're turning left, follow signs to Ninfield, and then we drop down and down. Actually, we're on a little bit of a climb here, but once we get to Ninfield, which is just round the corner, then it starts to descend quite rapidly. Again, end of the day traffic. When I was at work, although technically I finished at 5, that was doing the main job, so you had to wait probably till about 7 before you could get out of the office, and it came as quite a surprise when I took retirement and found that everybody else seemed to be knocking off at 4 o'clock and heading home, particularly on a Friday. So now we're in the village of Ninfield, and this is quite a smart little village, and it's much quieter here, and soon we're going to turn another left and leave this major road. So we're going to turn left towards Catsfield, and now this is a much quieter road again, although it is quite fast with the cars that are going past. So we're now in the village of Catsfield. There's nothing here, and from Catsfield we're going to take Church Lane, which actually heads off on our right later on. So we've got this little hill to ascend and then drop down over the top of. We're now dropping down. We're going to turn right opposite the White Hart pub, and we're down Church Road. There's a lovely church on the left, and then we'll find the first church you can't visit because it's a private house, but there's another one here just on our left. That one's very smart, definitely worth a visit. We've just gone past it, and then we come to the end of our ride, and our little campsite was off on the right up here, so you wouldn't necessarily take much of that bit of road. So off we go. So here is our route. You can find it on Komoot. Search for Paul and Diane on the Tandem, and this is the Battle Loop ride, and you'll see on the right hand side there, export to GPS, so you can pick up a GPX file here and load it onto your Wahoo or whatever else it is that you're using, or download the Komoot ride. We hope that you will subscribe and like this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.